think you should be. We only imaginary. Where are you?
What's up guys, it's Slaughter coming at you today with another video, and in today's video, as you can see by the title, DLC 5 Black Ops 3 Zombies has been confirmed. Now this is not a clickbait video, I swear to God this is not clickbait. A big shout out to the Gaming Revolution for actually dropping this video earlier today. His link will be in the description down below, and make sure you guys go check him out, hit that sub button on him. He made a great video, I'll actually be using it in this video. So yeah guys, let's get into it.
Okay, so you've just clicked on the title of this video and you're probably thinking that this is some complete and utter bullshit clickbait. But no, today we're going to be talking about DLC 5 100% coming to Black Ops 3 Zombies this year in 2017. Now, I already know prior to making this video that this video is going to receive an absolutely overwhelming amount of hate, but I honestly do not give a single fuck because I know that there's going to be no repercussion on me making this video in the long run, because when it does in fact come into fruition, you will then see that I was indeed correct. Now, I have known about this information for about a month and a half now, and I have been shown proof, definitive proof by someone that DLC 5 is going to be coming to Black Ops 3 Zombies. The only problem with this is that I cannot show the proof within this video because it will result in someone getting in major trouble with Activision and possibly even getting sued. I just don't want to throw someone under the bus like that. The only thing I will say is that you need to pay attention to the larger influential people within the community, if you get what I mean, because they do hear a lot of things beforehand, and you need to pay attention to what they are saying and what they are hinting at within videos, because a lot of these larger influential people know a lot of things, and you really need to listen to what they're saying from now on. Now, I am really sorry that I cannot show the proof for a DLC 5 coming within this video, but I will say this: the person that I have heard this information from is a lot more credible than the person who gave me all of the Gorod Krovi leaked information. If we remember back to prior to Gorod Krovi releasing, I did have an anonymous source that gave me a ton of information regarding Gorod Krovi, which all came true, more or less. I mean, I literally even knew that the Ace of Spades would be playing within the intro cutscene for the Gorod Krovi intro cutscene before we even got the cutscene. I'm telling you right now, this source that I've heard this information from is even more reliable than that person, and they are extremely influential. Now, if you think about it from a logical standpoint, why on earth would I make this video when in the last DLC 5 video that I made, where I went over all the evidence towards the DLC 5, I stated at the beginning of that video to not take this information as fact due to a DLC 5 not being confirmed, and I didn't want to build false hype to then get people's hopes down, like I have made mistakes within the past with, such as the katana on Zetsubou no Shima and prior DLC 5 videos. And at that current point in time, although I thought it was very likely that we could be seeing a DLC 5, since I have been a heavy advocate of DLC 5 for a very long time ago now, due to me making mistakes and being biased within prior videos, I didn't want to make that same mistake again. So if you think about it from a logical standpoint, why would I be making this information up? The whole reason I am making this video is because I want to build hype within the community. I'm seeing people say, oh, DLC 5's never gonna happen, wah, all this fucking bullshit, and when I know that it's coming, it honestly frustrates me so much when I literally have the confirmation of it. I hate seeing people bitch and whine within the community about DLC 5 not coming out, and that's why I'm making this video, because I want people to get hyped, because it's something that we should be getting hyped for, and it's something that I didn't want to do within the last DLC 5 video, so why would I contradict it within this video? I just want the community to be hyped for this DLC, because the Zombies community is extremely dead right now. Now, it's not completely dead, there's still a large viewer base and stuff like that, but it's nowhere near what it used to be after the disappointment of Revelations. Now, I'm just going to read off some details that I do in fact know regarding DLC 5. First of all, it's going to be a zombies only map pack. I think that was obvious enough. It's only going to feature remakes. No new map is going to come in DLC 5. I also know of 4 different maps that are 100% going to be within this map pack. Ascension, Moon, Origins, and also Mob of the Dead are 100% coming within DLC 5. However, the source that I heard this information from Storm thinks that we could see 8 remakes in total, because we're obviously also going to be getting 7 different comic books, and we've also got the new Moon loading screen. So if we get a new loading screen within each of the different 7 comic books, it would mean that we would have 8 new loading screens in total, which is why the source that I've heard this information from thinks that we could be seeing 8 maps, but I only know of 4 for definite, which I did in fact state. And obviously we do have a new Moon loading screen, a new Ascension loading screen, and we also have a new Nuketown loading screen. Now the source was finding it quite suspicious as to why we have this new Nuketown loading screen if we were to be getting all of the maps that are going to have new loading screens within the comic books, because Nuketown was just a bonus map for Black Ops 2 and it was very basic and very simple. But then again, it does play a huge role within the storyline. But as I said, Nuketown is not 100% going to be remade. The only maps that I know for definite are Mob of the Dead, Origins, Ascension, and also Moon. Now this will not be a part of the season pass. This is obviously going to be something that we're going to have to pay extra for. I'm not sure on the exact amount, because I would assume that Activision are still trying to work that out. Now when I was originally greeted with a lot of this information, I was told that the release date for DLC 5 was going to be this summer, which would kind of be perfect in terms of timings, because it would be sort of after all the DLCs have come out for Infinite Warfare, and it would be within the dead period between Infinite Warfare and then Sledgehammer Games' next game. However, since Raven the Redwoods has released, I have now been told that it seems like the release date could indeed be between DLC 2 and DLC 3 for Infinite Warfare. That seems to be the updated date that I have been told, but obviously Activision are still probably trying to work out what date is going to be the best for them to get the most sales, but also not take away from Infinite Warfare's sales and profits and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see when this map pack does indeed release. Now I have also been told, as I said, we're going to be having Mob of the Dead remade, and I have been told that this map will now be played with the Origins characters, and I presume it's going to be set between Zetsubo Noshima and Gorod Krovi when the characters go to get their blood vials, and I presume that's what the Easter egg's going to be about. But all I've been told is that I will have the Origins crew. That's pretty much all I know. Now the source did in fact tell me that they have been working on DLC 5 ever since Zetsubo Noshima, so this has been something that they have been working on for a very long time, and it would explain why Zetsubo was so glitchy and was sort of not well received by the community, because they were probably focusing some of their time on this 5th DLC. It's something that they've been working on since DLC 2. Now this would explain why Der Eisendrache was the best map for most people within Black Ops 3 Zombies, and why Revelations was finished when Gorod Krovi released. Revelations was already finished. It would explain why Revelations was so rushed and why the maps just felt really rushed after Der Eisendrache, or at least in comparison to Der Eisendrache, with Gorod Krovi being the anomaly. It's because they've been working on this 5th DLC ever since Zetsubo Noshima. Now in the words of Jason Blundell himself, he did say that he does not care about Infinite Warfare. So this is something that they've not just been planning as a last minute resort due to the lack of sales and the lack of profits for Infinite Warfare. This has actually been something that has been in the works for quite a long time, because I think Jason Blundell is very smart, and he knows how much money they're going to make from this 5th DLC. And obviously Jason Blundell is now the head at Treyarch, which is phenomenal, and it would explain why he's making such a huge impact with this 5th DLC. Now in terms of the Easter eggs for this map, I've been told that they're going to be happening in reverse to the original map, so obviously all the maps are going to have new Easter eggs, but I've been told that they're going to be happening in reverse to the new maps. I'm not really sure what that means entirely. I don't really know too much about the storyline of these maps. The only thing I really know is about Mob of the Dead, as he said, from inferences regarding the Origins crew being on that map. Now I know some people have been asking about new modes and stuff like that. I don't have any details regarding that or anything like that. This is pretty much all the information I know. I've been shown proof that DLC 5 is coming. I know 100% a DLC 5 is coming, which I am so excited for. I've been shown proof to the point where there's no disputing. Now I really want to give this information away, but it would throw someone just completely under the bus since he has received this information sort of under the sly from Treyarch, so it could cause both this person and this person from Treyarch to get in trouble. It's just not something that I want to do. I would have a guilty conscience. So as I said, all I really know is that Moon, Ascension, Mob of the Dead and Origins are 100% getting remade in DLC 5. I was originally told DLC 5 would release in the summer. I've now been told that it seems like it's going to come out even earlier than that, between DLC 2 and 3. I'm guessing due to the poor reception of DLC 1 for Infinite Warfare, but there's no set in stone release date, and I've also been told that this has been in the works since Zetsubo Noshima, and it was actually finished in November, so they can release this DLC at any time they wish, really. Activision are just trying to work on what's the best time to release this. I've also been told that Mob of the Dead is going to now feature the Origins crew, and that's pretty much all the details that I know. know. This is something that is a massive behind the scenes leak. A lot of people within the community know about this leak, but they're sort of just keeping quiet about it, or at least just teasing it in various different ways on Twitter. For example, I'll put up a tweet by Codename Pizza on screen right now. As you can see, he tweeted a fake image of DLC 5. Now this is a fake image that was photoshopped by a guy quite a while ago, but Codename Pizza does know about this leak, and I think because he knows about this leak, that's why he's gone ahead and tweeted out this image as somewhat as a teaser. Now a ton of other people know about this leak behind the scenes, as I said. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if someone that knows about this leak does in fact leak it out to the public very soon. It honestly wouldn't surprise me because so many people know about this leak in the community behind the scenes. But anyways, this is going to conclude today's video. I honestly don't care if none of you guys believe me, because you're going to see in a very short, well, not a short amount of time, but you're going to see in a matter of time that I was right about the maps that are going to be coming within DLC 5, and I was right about DLC 5, which I have been a strong advocate for such a long time. And it would make sense because there was a secret DLC, as I said, found a while ago that was updated on the PC, and they were apparently porting over Ascension files, and there's been a ton of other evidence recently as well. But this is not an evidence video, this is a video to say it's coming. Now get hyped. Now bye.